In this video, we are going to discuss the important 5 ways to be happy.
I can give the best to the world and the people without any returns. You want to stop setting high expectations. Examine yourself. One other day we must pass away. Try to be like this. Cultivating acceptance.
Every person is struggling ups and downs throughout the life, but why not we think after reducing risk factors and adding happiness into our life? Yes, it's true. Life is not completely about struggling, fighting, crying. It's also important to be happy for a while. Hence, let's think of an important key points which needs to be followed to seek happiness. Do not keep high expectation. It's impossible to have no expectations at all. Yes, you are true. However, if you far from high expectation, you will be happy more. Disappointments are always caused by unrealistic expectations. Say, for example, you are in very bad monetary position. Assume you trust you are going to get money from so and so person. And what if that person fails to give you? So instead of waiting for that person to give, meanwhile, seek for alternative arrangements because we are not sure what is the position he has. Have a spirit to say, I can give the best to the world and people without any returns. Can expectations impact your happiness? In 2024 article investigating the connection between happiness and expectations, the researchers write, it is reasonable to think that people with high expectations are more likely to face a negative realization gap and disappointed in the future. Example, planning for a holiday. Here we love imagining it, planning it, and getting excited about it. If that plan doesn't work, then we become sad. Hence, give a message to yourself that, oh, okay, no issues. Let's plan for next time. You, you want to stop getting high expectations that will come around you. Examine yourself, saying, why could not happen? What could be the reason? And what could I do to make it better next time? Take a moment to notice and reflect on your expectations. The biggest reason for big expectation to results in disappointment is when they are depend on something which we cannot control. It's important to not to build your expectations on things which you cannot control. Accepting the present. Accepting the present without judgment makes your life easier and smoother. Stop worrying about the future. Focus on present. Of course, there is no formula for success except perhaps an unconditional acceptance of life. We need to develop a habit of looking whatever happens through a positive mindset instead of a negative. Life brings many changes, such as the death of someone we love, and it's not easy to embrace them when we are suffering and wishing those things would not never happen. Yes, it is difficult to accept and hard to digest, but no other option. We cry literally. But please trust, it is only the way to accept the death and move on as the person never come back. Moreover, it's a rule of the nature and the creature. One other day, we must pass away from the relationship. Nobody has exception on the same. Hence, start cultivating acceptance in our life right now. I discovered that I was happier and more peaceful when I accepted what had happened instead of constantly fighting for the changes. Finding the lesson behind every challenge will help you accept it and instead of fighting it.
Positive thinking. Positive thinking is a main fascination for happy life. Positive thinking means approaching life's challenges with a positive outlook, trying to see the best in other people and viewing yourself and your abilities in a positive light. Positive thinking is important because it can have a beneficial impact on both psychological and physical well being. People who maintain a more positive outlook on life cope better with stress, having better immunity, and have a lower risk of premature death. Positive thinking always helps promote greater feelings of happiness and overall satisfaction with life. Practicing mindfulness can be a way to build self awareness and become more conscious of how your negative thoughts affect your moods and behaviors. As you become better at identifying negative thought patterns, you can then take steps to shift into a more positive mindset. Actively replacing negative thoughts with positive ones can help you eventually learn to become a more positive thinker. If you see good in any and everything, you will be more peaceful in life. Hence, please start thinking positive right now.
Last but not the least, the key factor to be more happy is to spend time with kids and old age people. I promise you cannot be sad even after see your child's face, its cuteness, its stutter, but is totally outweighed by the happiness of seeing your kids smile and laugh, their activities, having them hug you and say, I love you. Hence, spend time, at least how much time you can offer with kids and have relaxation. Similarly, spending time with grandparents or old age people gives us more feeling of love, care, comfort, and trust. So, here you can see the most important ideas to be happy in your life. Yes, follow it and have a happy life ahead. Keep smiling.